How are you? Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, it's fantastic to be here in Carlisle.
In Carlisle in the last few years, which have hurt a great number of people. Now, we're very grateful for government funding to develop.
One which I don't think people fully understand at the moment, people haven't yet thought through, is far from threatening the union. Brexit, if we do it right, and if we do it sensibly, is going to cement and intensify our great union, the awesome foursome of our country. Because let me ask you, Ian, and indeed the audience, do you really think the SNP are going to have much of a song to sing once we have come out of the EU? And their proposal really is that Scotland brave Scotland should join the euro, join the Schengen group, submit Scotland to the entire panoply of European Union rules. And here's the kicker: they're going to have a brilliant plan that just after the UK has recovered control of its fisheries, just as Scotland is on the verge of becoming a fishing power again, with incredible potential to develop that industry for the benefit of Scotland, the SNP's manifesto would be to hand back control of Scotland's fisheries to Brussels. Is that really? Do you think they're really going to get elected on that? Absolutely not.
Opinion?
The Brexit bashing corporation.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So, should something be done about the licence fee?
Well, what I will say is that I think it's absolutely monstrous that the BBC, having been given quite a generous settlement, should now mysteriously discover that all their highly expensive presenters mean that they can't afford to look after over 75-year-olds when it comes to their TV licence. And I think we should. Is that the BBC at the back, by the way?
I'm sure the BBC are here, yeah.
Okay, hi BBC. Look after the over 75-year-olds, please. Thank you.
But I mean, they were given that.
He has many good qualities. I mean, this is a guy who, when all is said and done, has got the US economy motoring along at about 3.6% growth. He's put in capital allowances for business in a way that I think we should be looking at here. He's cut regulations, he's cut taxes in a way that have driven growth in the US. And my point to everybody here is that we Tories, we Conservatives, I think for too long have failed to talk up the agenda of free market economics. And we've failed to be positive about it. And we've spent an awfully long time really sounding as though we're pretty miserable about business and enterprise. And I know that not everybody agrees with everything Donald Trump says or does, but on that he is having results, and we should pay tribute to that.
Andrew, you do that?
Well, I do think we face a very real threat, and there you go.
From a helicopter.
Whose chopper is that? I've got a terrible feeling that's mine. A deeply embarrassing moment, folks. Well, just as I'm talking about climate change, this could not be a worse moment. Listen. We will make sure we try and offset those emissions by planting a shrubbery or whatever is necessary to do. Well, I'm sorry. I think that there's only one way to do this thing now. If I may venture a cricketing metaphor, I think we've had quite a lot of boycott at the wicket, and it is time for both of them to come in. That is my view, and that is it. That we really need to, and particularly in the EU negotiations, we cannot have the same old. We cannot have a can-kicking approach. We kick the can, we will kick the bucket. We've got to get on and do this, and we will only get it done if we come at it with real determination, and if our friends and partners think that we mean it. And they've got to know that the great British people are actually resolved to do this. And so I ask you here in Carlisle, are we resolved to do it? Yes or no? I think we are. Yes? Yes, that's right. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear that this country actually has the cojones, to use another Spanish word,
well saved,
to get on and deliver. And I think the truth to tell, for the last few years, there has been an air of indecision about what we actually want. And it is time, and that has been fatal. And the lack of clarity has been fatal for business. People haven't really known what model of EU exit we are actually seeking. They haven't known it in this country, they haven't known it in Brussels.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boris Johnson.
Thank you. Thank you very much.